joining us this evening on TKO 8 Local News. The third cleaning of Lake Harrison is still on schedule, and the Harrison City Council is expected to approve one of two bids submitted for the job at tonight's full council meeting. The current lowest bid is $341,000 submitted by Kraus Construction. While some FEMA money will be used to pay for the cleanup, Public Works Director Wade Phillips said the April flooding did contribute greatly to the sediment, but the lake hasn't been cleaned out since 2011. If the council approves the lowest bid, the city's share of the project would be approximately $91,000 after cleanup costs are considered. The council is also scheduled to amend the city's ordinance to allow the city to contract with employees for services that are outside the normal duties of that individual. And Mayor Dan Sherrill of Harrison announced that Goodwill Industries of Arkansas will be joining other tenants at the Ozark Crossing Mall. According to Leslie Heisman, Vice President and Community Engagement with Goodwill Industries of Arkansas, the business will house a retail shop, a donation drop-off, and a career center at the mall with plans to open by March of 2018. Sherrill added that the fate of the local JCPenney is still up in the air as their lease is up in February and already another large store is wanting that space. Finding itself one member shy of a quorum, the City Council of Diamond City was forced to cancel their Tuesday night monthly meeting, leaving the resolution to condemn a piece of property simmering on the back burner for at least the time being. The council has been going about the process of trying to condemn a piece of property located at 532 West Pine Street. The house at that address burned and is currently uninhabitable. The remaining debris has not been cleaned up, and it emits a foul odor constantly. The city taped off the property, but the tape has been torn down and individuals have allegedly been trespassing on that property. City Attorney Grant Ragland said the council must still go through the process of publishing a notice in the local newspaper for 30 days so any entity having a legal connection to the property can be made aware of their situation. Well, North Arkansas College Board of Trustees voted this week to hire the college's first ever Associate Vice President for Economic and Workforce Development. Meeting in special session Monday, the board voted unanimously to hire Joe Berry of Heber Springs, Arkansas for that position. North Ark's board president, Dr. Randy Esters, described Berry as very energetic and entrepreneurial as the candidate who likely would be the best fit to seek partnerships with local industries and grants to begin funding that department. He added that they believe the position will pay for itself. Berry was most recently Director of Higher Education Partnerships and a certified trainer at the Dale Carnegie Mid-South program. His background also includes serving as Vice Chancellor for Institutional Advancement at ASU-BB. His first day at North Ark will be October the 9th. The Arkansas Game and Fish Commission has been honored for its efforts to inform the public about chronic wasting disease. During its annual meeting, the Association of Fish and Wildlife Agencies awarded the commission the prestigious 2016 Ernest Thompson Seton Award. The award goes to an agency that promotes the scientific management of wildlife resources by bringing to the public's attention the benefits of scientific wildlife management. It also recognizes the agency that has taken a strong position in support of the integrity of the program. The disease is a transmittal fatal neurological disease that affects deer and elk in the state of Arkansas. Stay with us. I'll be back in a moment. We'll take a look at some headline news from around the region. But first, here's this week's closing livestock report from Sammy Klein, brought to you by Quality Feed Grains of Harrison and Bellefonte.
This is Sammy Klein, Federal State Livestock Market News Service, supporting the sale of North Arkansas Livestock Auction Grain Report to Wednesday, September 27th. Cattle receipts 26.42, last week 11.67, year ago 8.32. Compared to last week, feeder steers under 450 pound 1 to $12 lower on a light test. Over 450 pounds steady $7 higher, with some of the plainer kinds at $4 lower. Feeder heifers under 450 pounds steady to $10 lower. Over 450 pounds mostly steady to $6 higher. Had value added cattle, which denotes cattle weaned for at least 45 days with 2 rounds of shots. Some of the value added cattle sold for $5 to $12 more than same weights and types of cattle. Slaughter cow steady, slaughter bulls $2 lower. Feeder steers, medium large ones, 3 to 400 pound, 178 to 191. 4 to 500 pound, 160 to 185, with some value added at 175 to 182. 5 to 600 pound, 151 to 168. 6 to 700 pound, excuse me, 6 to 700 pound, 146 to 165 and a quarter, with some value added at 142 to 170. 7 to 800 pound, 140 to 161. Feeder heifer, medium large, 1 3 to 400 pounds, 142 to 154.50. 4 to 500 pounds, 140 to 148, with some value added at 156. 5 to 600 pounds, 126 to 152. 6 to 700 pounds, 135 to 155. Excuse me, 1 to 145. 7 to 800 pounds, 134. 122 to 134, 8 to 900 pound, 121 to 131. Replacement cows, medium large 1s and 2s, 2 to 7-year-old, 900 to 1200 pound, second and third stage, a few at 900 to 1060 per head, and 7 to 10-year-old cows, second and third stage at 58 to 66. Slaughter cows, boners 53 to 60, high dress 60, 50 to 65. Lean 51 to 56, high dress 58, 50, low dress 42 to 49. Slaughter bulls, grade 1s and 2s, 1,100 pounds, 73 to 82. High dress 83 to 86.50. Low dress 1 at 70. That's the market. That's Sam Time reporting. Thank you.
Check out this week's deals at Edwards Grocery Quick. They'll be going fast. Selected varieties, bird's eye vegetables, only 99 cents. USDA ground chuck, only $2.89 in the family pack. Selected varieties, Hunt Snack Pack puddings or juicy gels, only 99 cents. Missouri Red Delicious or Jonathan apples, 5 pounds for $2.99. And selected varieties, Hunt's pasta sauces, only 89 cents.
A federal judge has blocked Arkansas from enforcing an anti-loitering law, siding with opponents who say the measure unconstitutionally targets panhandlers. U.S. District Judge Billy Roy Wilson has granted a preliminary injunction against the law, which expands the definition of loitering. The law would prohibit anyone from asking for anything as charity or a gift in a harassing or threatening manner in a way that's likely to cause alarm to the other person or creates a traffic hazard. The measure was approved earlier this year after Wilson struck down an earlier section of the state's anti-loitering law that included a begging ban. The American Civil Liberties Union sued the state over the measure on behalf of 2 panhandlers. The state has argued the law still allowed begging in many forms. A federal appeals court says that they will not reconsider a panel's decision to clear the way for the state to restrict how the abortion pill is administered. The 8th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals has denied a request from the Planned Parenthood to have the full court review the 3-judge panel's ruling vacating a judge's preliminary injunction against the 2015 law. The measure requires doctors providing the pill to maintain a contract with another physician who has admitting privileges at a hospital and who agrees to handle any complications. In July, the panel sent the case back to the judge who issued the injunction and said the lower court should look into the number of women who would be unduly burdened by the contracting of physician requirements. Forensic evaluation says a southwest Arkansas couple whose 2-week-old daughter suffered nearly 100 rat bites are fit to stand trial despite their mental illnesses. 19-year-old Erica Skyrock and 18-year-old Charles Elliott each face charges of permitting abuse of a minor and first-degree endangering the welfare of a minor. The 5-pound daughter underwent extensive reconstructive surgery in May due to extensive injuries from the rat bites. The evaluation says the mental illnesses that Skyrock and Elliott suffer from do not prevent them from understanding the proceedings or assisting in their own defense. Simmons Prepared Foods plans to expand its operations near the community of Decatur in northwest Arkansas and add about 1,500 jobs by 2022. Governor Asa Hutchinson said and the Simmons Food CEO Todd Simons announced the expansion Wednesday at an event in Siloam Springs. The company will invest $300 million in the facility and enter new contracts with area poultry farmers. When operations begin in 2019, it will produce fresh and frozen chicken for restaurants and retail outlets. Currently, Simmons has a feed mill, hatchery, business office, and processing facilities in the Decatur area. Based in Siloam Springs, the company currently employs 3,700 people in the state of Arkansas. A window manufacturing company is spending $3.8 million to expand its facility in Arkansas and create 123 new jobs. Morph Manufacturing Company has announced that it's expanding its Mountain Pine facility and plan to add new jobs over the next 5 years. The company says it's at the maximum capacity at its current building, and the expansion will allow it to fully support sales and manufacturing for other franchises. Governor Asa Hutchinson praised the expansion, saying it would help bring more prosperity to the area. Before we take a look at the weather forecast as we move on through the work week and into the weekend, here's the way the stock market ended today. Cool temperatures to start the day and very mild temperatures in the afternoon. Partly cloudy skies, 79 degrees this afternoon in the viewing area. Again, we have to say no rain and no rain in the forecast. So it is definitely getting extremely dry out there. We are anticipating that some of the counties in the viewing area will probably have burn bans in the next week or so if this drought continues. Well, here's the way it looks as we move on through the work week and into the weekend. Temperatures are going to be fairly mild, a little bit cooler after that big cold front pass to the north of us. Tomorrow looks to be about the same as today. On Friday, under partly cloudy skies, a temperature in the afternoon of 80 degrees. Moving into the weekend, on Saturday, lots of sunshine, and again, 80 degrees out there. Sunday, likewise, mostly sunny skies, slightly warmer, 84 degrees. Kicking off the work week, we're going to start warming up again. Monday, sunny skies, 87 degrees, and Tuesday, partly cloudy skies and 85 degrees. So a little bit above normal temperatures for this time of the year, but again, very dry conditions. So be careful if you're burning outside. It is dry. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment. We'll take a look at sports from around the region as TKO 8 News continues.
A hint of autumn is in the air, and the staff at Sisters Flower and Gift Shop invite you to stop in and browse their selection of new fall and holiday gift ideas. Check out their expanded line of baby and toddler clothes, sleepwear, toy items, and accessories. For you Razorback fans, Sisters has a good selection of mugs, trays, banners, and carry bags. From fall and holiday floral arrangements, unique centerpieces, colorful wall decor, or exquisite serving pieces and accessories, Sisters has just the right item for any occasion. Sisters Flower and Gift Shop. We are so much more than flowers.
I'm Randall. I work at the on-site lab at Dental Creations on the Square at Harrison. Working with Dr. Wanda is great. She's taught me a lot and showed me a lot, and she gives us the freedom to get one-on-one with the patient. If there's a problem, we can actually come out of the back and do what's best for the patient. Having this on-site lab here with the doctors, that's really nice.
Dental Creations on the square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
Many things have changed over the years, and so has auto body repair. Even though Ozark Auto Body has been in business for over 30 years, they continue to change with the times. They believe protecting the environment is important and have done so by using environmentally friendly waterborne paint from PPG. This aligns with the technology used by original manufacturers and gives you a lifetime limited warranty. Quality PPG waterborne paint, ASC certified personnel, plus 24-hour towing service. Ozark Auto Body in Harrison, always taking pride in excellence.
Well, the Harrison Golden Goblins picked up an important 5A West victory last Friday night. However, the victory didn't keep the Goblins in the Associated Press top 5 in Class 5A. The Goblins were tied for 5th with Nettleton after a loss to Little Rock Christian on Week 3. The Raiders went on to defeat Batesville by 27 points, giving them sole possession of the number 5 spot this week. Pulaski Academy tops the Class 5A polls as they have all season long. Wynn is number 2, followed by Little Rock Christian and Whitehall. It was pink out night on Monday as Bergman and Harrison met on the tennis courts at the Harrison Country Club. The Harrison girls walked away with a 4-0 win over Bergman, and Harrison boys tied with Bergman 2-2. For the senior boys, it was Donnie Armstrong as he claimed the singles match for Harrison. He defeated Logan Jackson of Bergman 8-3. Jackson turned around and played Jacob Jones, of Harrison, and won that match 7-5. In doubles competition, it was Corbin Simpson and Ethan Bell who worked and claimed a 9-7 win over Bergman's Chris Carco and Aaron Van Leer. For the senior girls, it was Emily Hardy who popped the nets for a win over Caroline Jackson of Bergman 8-3, and Harrison's Serena Blaskowicz defeated Ashley Angel of Bergman 8-2 in a doubles competition. It was Addison Satterwhite and Maisie Crenshaw who teamed up for an 8-5 win over Bergman's Jessica Van Leer and Hannah Eager. Addison Russell hit a 3-run homer. John Lackey pitched 6 strong innings as the Chicago Cubs clinched their second consecutive National League Central title with a 5-1 victory over the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cubs have now reached the preseason for the 3rd straight year and for the first time since 1908. Paula Orlando sparked the Kansas City Royals with a glove early and his bat later in the ball game. Orlando hit a 2-run homer for his first of the season as the Royals rallied from behind with 3-run deficit to beat the Detroit Tigers 7-4, which is the Tigers' 9th straight loss. He also made a superb running catch in the first inning to rob Nicholas Camilla of an extra base hit with 2 runs on base. And when Chicago Cubs shortstop Addison Russell took out a St. Louis Cardinals fan's plate of nachos with trying to catch a foul ball, the spectator had no idea that he'd end up with up at all over the internet. Andrew Gudmet says that the Cardinals replaced the spilled nachos and gave his group beer and Italian ice. He also says that Russell shook his hand and apologized, now nicknamed the Nacho Man. He says the attention has made him popular on Twitter. Replace those nachos he knocked out of the man's hand. You don't hear about that very often. That concludes our broadcast here for this evening. Thanks for joining us. Join us Monday through Friday at 6:30 and again at 10 p.m. as we continue to bring you local news, weather, sports, and local announcements from around the area on Harrison's broadcast station, TKO Channel 8. Now stay tuned for more local events.